16 months after being brutally murdered in her home and taken from her family and friends, Lindsay Lemieux's murderer has been sentenced as a youth and will serve the maximum 7 years under the Youth Criminal Justice Act. 4 of those years will be spent in a youth facility where he'll receive intensive rehabilitation and counseling, with the remaining 3 spent under community supervision. The now 16-year-old, who was just 14 when he stabbed Lemieux more than 80 times, kept his eyes forward and sat stone-faced in the courtroom for much of the proceedings. The courtroom was filled with sniffles and silent tears as family members read victim impact statements earlier this week, describing the happy red-headed 25-year-old they missed so much and the agonizing pain they've been enduring since her unexpected death.
And when I lost Lindsay, it's very difficult. But I am so lucky to have her twin brother Ryan. But there's certainly, as I said in my statement, there's an empty chair at our house and a hole in the house.
Lemieux's father did not want to appear on camera after today's verdict, but he said he will honor Lindsay every day by remembering the 25 years his family had with her and not the brutal way she was taken from them. In a written letter, he said, "I always dreamt of the day I would walk Lindsay down the aisle on her wedding day, but instead I had to follow her down the aisle in her casket." The sentence comes as a disappointment to family and friends who say when the teen told the court that he was sorry to hear about the loss of Lindsay Lemieux, that he was simply trying to pass off that he has no recollection of the night that he murdered Lemieux in November 2007.
That was just one more slap in the face, in my opinion. To hear those comments come from him, I would have had a lot more respect if he would have simply looked at us when he made his plea and said, "I'm sorry for killing Lindsay."
Psychiatrists who assessed the teen in February say the boy is at a high risk to violently reoffend, as he does not have much insight into what he's done. The judge said he must take that into consideration, as well as the boy's lack of empathy and his history of criminal activity when making his decision. However, the unwavering support from his adoptive parents and the fact that a youth sentence will be his greatest chance for reintegration into society once he is released were some of the deciding factors behind the judge's decision. Superior Court Justice Robbie Gordon has said the teen is to have 0 contact with any member of Lindsay's family and ordered a lifetime weapons prohibition. Mandi, Hargrave, northernlife.ca.